In this video, I'd like to introduce you to one of the more useful tools for the person who is new to Islamic architecture and just interested in exploring for the first time, and that's the timeline. You simply access it by clicking on the timeline button in the front. Takes you to a little bit of introductory text which tells you exactly what I told you to, just told you now, and then you can click on Explore and be taken through. It gives you a list of major dynasties. These are dynasties that have a large tradition of building, and the top line is the century, the bottom line, and then decade is underneath. They are arranged in chronological order, so you can see where they overlap simply by scrolling through them. So you can see, for example, if I'm interested in the Ayyubids, they overlap really only with the Almohads. Going up and then going down, they overlap with the Marinids, the Sultanate, and etc. So that's the front page. Then we click on one. So why don't we start right here at the beginning? Let's start with the Umayyads. The Rashidun didn't really have much of a building tradition, but they are the first dynasty, so we felt compelled to include them. You can either go through them simply by clicking on a date, multiple ways really, as is good as there should be with any good timeline. You can click on the directional arrows. You can move your box either within the dynasty or outside of the dynasty. So if I'm interested in this particular year, let's say, for example, 1776, when America declared its independence, I'm curious what was happening in the Muslim world at that time. I go over to the 18th century, roughly around 76, right around here. I need my glasses. And I can see, I went a little too far, but I can see, yes, 76, okay. I can see that the Ottomans, the Sharifian dynasty, the Mughal, and Zand dynasty. So here, 1774. What was happening with the Sharifian dynasty? Probably need to move it back a little more and see. 1732 and 1804. I can click on any one of these. It takes me to the monument where I can see the information. It's tabbed browsing on my browser. That would depend on the configuration of your browser and how you have it set up. So I can always go back to the orange arrow takes you back to the dynasty list, where I can pick a different one. If I want to go to the Zand or Qajar. And as I said, if you have the list open, it will change when you move to a different time. So that's how we get through the timeline. It's a very interesting way to see the major built works of a period, and to see the build works of a period in relation to one another. So, for example, the Zand are in Iran, the Mughals are in India and Pakistan, and the Safavid, or what is now those areas, I should say. The Safavids are in Iran. Ottomans were all over. This monument is in Algeria. This monument is in Turkey, what is modern-day Turkey. Pretty wide expanse, but etc. So you can see the distance in relation between these areas. So that's the timeline. Enjoy it, and let us know if you have any questions.